Hello, how are you doing? This is George and Maria. We actually what we're talking about what it's really like renting an Airbnb in the Philippines, the good, the bad, and the things nobody warns you about. We've got kind of a prescript that we're going to go over the points because it's actually that important because it's things that we've actually experienced even right now. This is the Airbnb that we have literally at this point. I'm gonna kind of try to show you with the camera here real quick. It's 3 bedrooms. Give me the information on it, babe.
So this is a three-bedroom house. It's actually a house with a second level. So there's one bedroom upstairs. All three bedrooms have individual ACs. That's second bedroom, and the other one is outside this door. Outside that door is pointing. And that right there is the outside, that's the car, and right across is the beach.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be too the bright, but literally right past that tree is there's a little road right there, and then there's the beach. And obviously, this goes upstairs. There's a bathroom back beside that little kitchen thing. And this is the refrigerator. And I'm trying to make it low as I can. It's hard to do this. I wasn't going to do all this shaking and showing and everything, but we want to get you to understand, get a little bit of insight, what we're talking about here. Now, as far as what it is, I'm not completely disappointed in it. I mean,
It's like you.
it's got a swimming pool, 3 bedrooms. All the bedrooms have air conditioning in them, and but we're going to go over the things that we didn't really think we had to figure in, because when they give you a description on those profiles for the Airbnb, it was missing a lot of things, and we found out. So here's what they didn't tell us. Paradise until you actually live here for a week. We haven't been here a week. We've been here.
I think so,
This
almost
will be a third
yeah,
night.
yeah, I think third or second.
Is it third or second?
That's
We
night.
work at night because we're actually freight dispatchers in the United States. That's how we're able to live like this because we actually make American money. But
2 nights, third day.
so the whole thing, everybody sees the beautiful Airbnb pictures only. The ocean views, the swimming pools, the tropical vibes, the pet friendly listings, the peaceful island life, but nobody talks about what's actually like once you arrive. So me and my wife Maria, we're going to give you the real experience for renting an Airbnb in the Philippines. This is in South Cebu, so we're basically up against Dumaguete, and the things that absolutely need to look out for before you book the stay. Because honesty, because honestly, some things they really are amazing because we're still here, and then some things seem to be major red flags. I wish we had more or less known. Would I had still rented the place? Knowing what I know, being here, yes, I would have still rented it. But these are the things that have kind of become a thorn in our side type of deal. So first thing, first impressions. The view is beautiful. We're right at the by the ocean. The scenery is gorgeous. The atmosphere is peaceful. The property itself looks nice. The swimming pool out back is obviously relaxing. And the rooms do have individual air conditioning units, which definitely helps. So there are some positives here. But once you stay somewhere longer than 1 or 2 days, you start noticing the things that listen that really, they really should have explained, and that's where the kicks in. So problem one, we're going to discuss. You go ahead. I'm gonna let her talk some about it. Problem one.
So there's, I think that was supposed to be a jacuzzi, but it's empty. The swimming pool is nice. It's not very cold. It's clean. It's maintained. Um,
So it
what
don't
else?
have no water in the hot tub. In
Yeah.
the presentation on Airbnb, that was there. It showed it full of water and everything. We're not going to complain because what's the saying?
What? I don't know.
Remember in between talking about complaining and arguing and fighting for stuff.
Not worth the fight.
Yeah, not worth the fight. So, but anyways, go and continue with the hot tub.
Yeah, the hot tub is empty, but mainly, really, I think this place is maintained only not to the extent that they're maintaining the core material or the foundation of the house. When I say maintained, it's like the cleanliness, um, how it's somehow presentable, but deep in these woods,
I don't
some
think the
things are
pictures
hidden.
represented it correctly. They said it had been through a typhoon.
But, you know, it's just part of the things. It's like when you buy something, whether you like it or not, you accepted the terms and conditions that were supposedly
Filipino personality, American
that
personality.
that were
So
supposedly.
we're not, I'm not even on the same page with her.
You can't
But
really tell until you're there, you know.
I think they should have told us clearly. Not the typhoon. I don't care about that. You know, that's just the way it is. But it was a misrepresentation inside the thing. Because she said, "Oh, I like this one. This looks really nice." And when you got here, it's not that it was completely off, but there was obviously things. It looks like they because I've done construction. Looks like a lot of the upkeep they're slacked on. That's the biggest thing that I personally have gotten so far. But like for the hot tub, number one, it was supposed to be there. So I was supposed to be able to get out there, drink my wine, get her in her in her what they call it birthday bathing suit type of deal. But obviously that's
It's
not going
like
to
the
happen.
expectation based on the picture versus reality, because it
Yeah,
is really attractive in the picture, and then when we arrived here, that's why I was telling him just give it another day. We just arrived, we're exhausted, we're tired, and all that.
yeah. I mean, I
But
got expectations. My agenda is to be the nastiest old man that ever lived on the planet. Problem is, I can't do that if they're taking away all my tools. So
but now we're starting to appreciate it.
the water missing out of the poop. No, I ain't.
No, like you used the swimming pool today.
Yeah, we
You
did use
used
this
a
one.
lot of
Oh,
water
used
today.
a lot of water like a pair of fish.
Yeah.
We did. So yeah. And the thing
And
is,
it's
she
relaxing.
bathed me with
What?
suntan lotion or whatever and
Sunscreen.
sunscreen. So look at there. I'm still as white as when I started, and that normally don't happen. So problem number two.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just tell it. Tell her where it is.
We have a rat in the ceiling.
Right there. Not one, but more than one because they was up there fighting about something. So I don't care that they're fighting. That's their personal problems. But I
Right.
do care about the rats being in the ceiling because this is made out of bamboo. What kind of bamboo did you call this?
I don't know, but it is
It's
bamboo.
interwoven. So that means when you interweave, you got cracks. So if you have, a rodent feces, which can really cause some serious respiratory problems, stuff like that. So she was sitting over there. I made her get away. We pulled everything out toward the middle. It's Philippines. What are you going to do? You're going to call and complain? So we're going to have to deal with that. But that being the fact,
I think these rats are there because they didn't really close the ceilings, like actually close it 100%. They left some for like maybe,
that's for air ventilation.
yeah,
So the
air
heat will go
ventilation.
up and then go out because they don't use, I don't know if you know what
Exhaust fan.
the old, yeah, the metal exhaust fans, they don't have those in the ceiling here. And I literally just saw a thing about them. They actually reduce the temperature in a house down like by 36 degrees. So they really are that great. Why they quit using them?
That's
I
what I
don't know.
like in this house though, is it's very simplistic. It's actual air ventilation rather than putting something else. I'm surprised there's an AC in this room because it's actually made out of woods, not a lot of metals,
No, it ain't.
not
I believe it
concrete.
down. It's got even insulation in between the walls.
Concrete. Like these doors have holes on it,
Yeah. So yeah, they do. They got literally holes in it.
and they're
Even along the front wall,
yeah,
it's 2x4s spaced out
yeah.
about was
Show them
about
the
like yay
picture,
far, spaced out apart. Um, so
and
that
you're getting natural brightness out from there. So there's glasses there. It's more like almost naked house.
yes, it's. I mean, I actually, if it'd been kept up more, I like
Yeah.
it. But of course, the lady next door has already offered us. I got two big pieces of farmland. Y'all want to buy it? Man, we just rented the building.
Because
Because there
this
ain't no
is
money here.
yeah, and this place is not cheap for local money. It's like 22,000 pesos for a week. That's over our monthly rent where we live.
So that's about 400. It's short of $400 for a week, but you're right beside the beach and everything.
And
So
you
I'm
got your
not
own swimming
disappointed,
pool.
but it's got its own swimming pool, no other guests. You know what I mean? So it's all ours. We
You
got the
got your
whole
own
place.
jacuzzi.
Next thing, the house is extremely open air. So that I think we covered when it
Yeah,
comes to
I like
that.
the fact that it is extremely open air. On the other hand, it gets hot because the sun gets to then that becomes our natural light in the daytime, but there's no AC in this living room. The bedrooms have ACs, but they left this place with no AC.
And I didn't come here to sit in a bedroom. You
Yeah.
know, we work at home all the time. We look at the same surroundings. We needed a break, a change of scenery, and that's the reason we did this. And it was a last minute jump on this.
You would assume that the living room will have an AC because that's where people will,
Congregate.
yeah, will stay and gather and all that. Instead, yeah,
That
there's
vent
stuff.
fan right there, literally, that's it. It's not a vent fan. It's just like what they call louver. You know what I mean? But it don't move. It's stationary. But that's the only ventilation that you have. Thing is, the kitchen part where you cook's right here. So I don't not really sure what that does for you. But that being said, that's kind of what that
Yeah, they
is.
left it like natural airflow. It's good because you're right in front of the ocean anyway.
But we did get an extra fan, and and that it's going to be part of what we're going to fix and cover. But between the fans we have, is moves the air around the room. So like right now, it's really comfortable, and now it's not ice cold like I'm used to, but
It's not
it's
hot
comfortable.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not hot. The next thing is going to be,
Pet friendly, don't really feel pet friendly.
yeah, thank goodness I brought some wire so I could make them a running line, and because I was raised on a farm, I'm used to dealing with animals, but there's nowhere to accommodate for these animals. And that being said, she put them in that bedroom in there, which is not the best of ideas, but we had no choice. But tonight we're leaving them out there on the line, so they're going to stay outside. Um,
Because they're Tasmania
yeah,
and
it's
they're
four
babies.
pocket pit bull crackheads, and yeah,
Only
they,
Coffee is trained civilized. He
yeah,
knows how to behave, but these pigs can't, so
no,
they're staying. Also, well, maybe it's in the picture that this is not gated. So it's another improvement. If they've put gate on in this place, then it'd be more pet friendly.
yeah. So the
Your
gate being right here at this little highway, it's not like an interstate, but it's like almost too much traffic for a 2 lane road to some degree. Um, Based on the speeds that they go. They really haul ass down this road. And you got these because it's public transportation as a majority of what this society here is dependent upon. And they're in those buses, if I was in law enforcement, I would arrest every one of them. They drive reckless. They go way beyond the
speed limit.
really the characteristics of the road. You know what I mean? The parameters of what is really safe for going up based on the road conditions. I would definitely I would arrest every single one of them. But it's not the United States. So they think they're all in Corvettes with about 50 people in there with them. So when it finally happens, and I'm sure it has, it's going to kill a lot of people.
Also, it's not easy to find pet friendly. This is called pet friendly because the host
Let us,
allows the guest brings to bring your pet,
yeah,
and we have 5 dogs.
yeah.
So other places will allow pets, but only 1 to 3 pets.
Yeah, as long as we keep them away from everything, put them in the middle of a lot with nothing around, no trees,
That
just sand and sun, then they don't destroy nothing.
that I'm glad they have like backyard. It's a big space there too. Um, but you can't let them just be free because it's not gated. It's not
No.
fenced. But at least they have their own space.
Filma got this game they like playing. It's called Chase Me. So yeah, they have to stay on a leash. And I should have got chains because they're they're shock resistant collars. I mean leashes, and they're not really suited for what we're using them for. But I should have got chain. But if we get back to civilization, because it's 40 miles that way and 40 miles that way to get even to just something that resembles a store. So we were literally in the gap. So whatever these people did out here, they pissed everybody else off, and they don't want to put no stores out here. So that's where we're at. The next thing is going to be,
There you
there
go.
you go.
It's way more remote than we expected. based on the map, which we didn't really plan if we referred on the map because this is booked in the very last minute. It's like we need a roof over our head for the night because we can't sleep in the car because in the same week we need internet, we have a meeting coming, we have dogs in the car, and we want some beach, you know. And this is the very first one we saw. The host was very responsive, um and she approved the very last minute booking even though it was already blocked out. She opened it again just for us to be able to sleep in here and
Now, the
spend the
lady
night.
that's been here, what do they call? Is that the host?
No, that's the host's caretaker of this place.
Okay. She's been real responsive. I don't know if you're talking about two different people, but she's,
Yeah, we have the host that communicates, the owner of this place. She's married to, I think, to a guy from France.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or he invented the French fry. I don't know.
And
But
the lady, which is just right there, is our neighbor. She's the caretaker. She's the one that cleans the pool. I think that's all she does. And
she cleaned
some
it on the first day. The skimmers seem to work. It's not a lot of debris. They got like a net
and net on the
over it
top.
to keep any debris because there's a lot of big trees out there, and that's nice.
That's
And
what I like here is there's water and trees, like actual trees, not baby trees. Um, she
they
maintains
do
the
have
place.
animals here. I heard a bird this morning go. "Quack, quack, 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 quack." So I don't know what that one is. So if you know what that means, there's one back out here in the back.
Spider.
No, I ain't saying. She's saying some little spiders. We have a big thing with rats and spiders, and and snakes. But yeah,
And there's a lot of coconuts around here. Like
yeah, we
it's
even.
really surrounded by coconut.
So if you see our content on let's open a coconut, I didn't take off none of my fingers. The first one was too, it wasn't good, and the second one was actually good.
All right.
So we're gonna probably empty these coconut trees out while we're here.
So with that said, going to the fifth problem, the remote. This is remote. As George mentioned, left and right, they're both either of them are like 40 kilometers. So if there's power outage, which I think we're heading next to this problem, there's not a lot of food. We have neighbor here, which is 110% Filipino food. So if you're a foreigner,
Eggs, bread, banana.
be aware that 7-Eleven don't cover a lot of things aside from sliced bread,
It ain't that.
instant.
They got pork and they got fish, but what they didn't get was seasonings. So I'm telling you, the saucier, because remember, I'm from down south, Louisiana, all that area, it's all in the sauce. There ain't no sauce. What it's got is water, and that don't go too far. So
Yeah, so prepare your backpack or your eco bag before you even decide to come here.
we got two Domino's pizzas, and I'm spreading them out. I'm not even joking.
I'm glad we got 2 boxes of those.
So I'm being very careful. The dogs are not getting nothing. Everybody's got to rough it because
They
I
give
got
us
to.
their dog food in
Yeah,
the meantime because um we just finished the chicken strips
yeah, that was from
from
Chili's.
Chili's.
Yeah, so we think it was we had some sauce, and she rat packed stuff, so she had ketchup, and
Right.
so we were lucky on that one. Let's see what's next.
Uh that number 6.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Power issues are a real thing, especially if you're working from home. Um in our 2 nights and 3 days so far, we had a hiccup the first night we
Power
just
out, power
arrived,
out. It was out. It just happened to come right
but
back
it's
on.
like in a second. It's like actual hiccup. And then today too, we just came back from the swimming pool. We didn't even notice it there was an outage because it was so windy and it wasn't so hot until he turned the light on in the bathroom to rinse and shower. Power is dead.
So we got dressed to do a 40-kilometer ride. It was like we got to get something because there goes the microwave. Everything here is nothing gas powered, so it's all
Mhm.
electric. And
Although,
we
even though
do,
we work from home, we do have our own
yeah,
portable generator and pocket Wi-Fi.
yeah. But the thing is, you still got to have power for the fans and to turn the computers on, stuff like
I
that.
see.
So we're going to have to go get some gasoline, crank that sucker up. And of course, we bring lots of extension cords so we can actually reach in and bring it inside the house. But that being said, um, I'm still kind of worried a little bit because that's done it twice. The people next door says it doesn't happen very often, but I don't know. What else we got next? Yeah.
Water quality questions. Given we don't live here, we don't really know where the water is coming from. Although when I brushed my teeth, didn't taste nothing.
You use that one to brush your teeth.
I know.
Man, don't be kissing me. No. Some of that crap, man, is
He's very sensitive about little things. I knew he will react like that. But no, I think the water is just fine. Because where we live, when you have shower, if we're in salty water, because we have two water system, if our salt water is on, because we ran out of clean water, you can literally taste the salt water in your lips when you wash your face. This water is fine. Like our dog so far is still alive. I'm giving them the
they were the
water.
test rats. $1,000 per dog, and we test ratted them. But yeah,
Yeah, I think the water is fine, but we don't really know where it's coming from, the main source.
but we do have the 7-Eleven down there, so we got some water yesterday.
There, water.
So that keeps us kind of on the backup. Very thin because we got 7 days, but I think we'll be okay on that one. Okay, the one that chapped my ass. Go ahead, baby.
The no guests rule was never mentioned. I'm not sure about this, not that I remember. It's in the description in
But this
Airbnb,
place was for 6 people.
but supposedly that I'm sure it's indicated that the place is supposed to be capable of having six people. Maybe because a couple each bedroom, right? Three bedrooms. Until we arrived and it's posted on the wall about the house rules. So I guess it's part of the business. They don't say it there until you arrive, until you decided to, because we don't plan everything. We left abruptly, really, um, until we decided to have visitors,
Yeah, so
which is
somebody we know.
just by the
Yeah,
sea.
this island just right here. You can literally see it from here. So they was gonna come over here. They have to take a ferry, and we called. She got a hold of them to ask about it, and what they tell you?
Yeah, I said I already read the house rules. Yet we still wanna basically you wanna ask permission because this is not our property and to avoid problems, right? So anyway, she said that if for kids, I think at least max of 5 years old, it's 1,000, and for adults more than that, it's 1,500 pesos. So and we already paid here a lot, I think, for six. This is like a whole house that we rented for a week. Yet we're paying for more guests, and our guests is not like stray dogs,
Oh, they live right there.
They're
He runs a
actually,
prison. He's like
yeah,
a
he's a
legal,
legal
yeah,
officer.
paralegal officer for one of the prisons.
Yeah. But
And
that is the disappointing part.
yeah.
That not all hosts will declare everything that you won't expect that
So
will
now
be
we got to
part.
just sit here and communicate with each other.
Oh my God.
But don't worry, we got some wine. That solves some of it.
We're still thinking about it if we're paying for them because we don't really move a lot.
Okay, so the positive side, I think have got this. So this is to give them credit. They brought us the extra
Still want to
fan.
mention that.
They helped when we needed supplies. They communicated pretty quickly. And
See, you can hear them talking.
they tried to accommodate issues. Which one?
Squeaking. See, it's saying that why are we talking about them? Anyways,
See
you heard them? I told you.
here. Hold up. Keep talking. I'm, I'm just gonna hit it. They need to go somewhere.
Now, the more you hit it, it will be falling on the things.
That's crap. But yeah, you can hear them rats going at it. I mean, I don't know if it's rats or mice, but
It
we
may
want
be
maybe
just
send them a
mice.
message.
But I forgot what I was saying.
We were doing what they had actually helped with.
Yeah, the
So
credits to the host.
they tried to accommodate issues. We're fixing to find out because them rats got to go. I don't need to
Because
come back with the black plague or some
the
crap.
fan, the mop, I think they're
We made it too
easy to
comfortable here
get.
for us, which made it comfortable for them. And I'm not paying 1,000 or 1,500 pesos for having them over.
The
They
trouble
gotta
with
go.
this house is I think it's, yeah, Because to maintain the foundation of the house, it takes a lot of money, especially being here in remote where it's 40 kilometers and you forgot to buy something. Bam, go back to 40 kilometers.
Final thoughts. Would you stay here again?
I would have, but again, it really takes time to learn about the place. Now that we're learning some things, perhaps no.
I think we could do better.
Yeah.
You know,
But specifically to this place,
thing is, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yeah, but when you get here, the reality is worth what you're actually seeing.
$1,000, not a
I
word,
don't
no.
mind renting it because it's beside the ocean, but the overall kind of thing, I'm not saying it sucks, but I don't know. It just don't feel 100% me.
This place looks like they abandoned it for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. She's right. I feel like they abandoned it.
Maybe the Mayas maybe it takes a lot of money to maintain it
I mean, it's hard to find help around these
and
places.
the location. The location is
Location
not
is out
really
here.
convenient. Yeah, so
So if you're hiding from something, this is the place to be. I
right.
guarantee you, as long as you keep peace with the neighbors, I don't think you'd have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, so the questions that you should always ask before renting Airbnb in the Philippines: How far is it from the nearest grocery store? How reliable is the electricity, the internet, backup power, water safety? Um, is the property being fully disclosed on the pros and cons? Is it really and truly pet friendly? Like, does it have accommodations for your animals? Are guests allowed? Is transportation easily available? And let me tell you something. I forgot about that. If I needed to get a bus ride, you can stand right here beside the driveway, and them buses will slam on the brakes. And they're full size across the whole country buses. And whoever the hell's behind them, they just got to slam on the brakes too. But they'll stop pick you up. They sure will. Are there any hidden charges? Huh? I mentioned the amenities functionality. Does everything work? I don't know if you want to go down. Hey, does the sink work? Does the hot work? We do have a water heater in there. It's like one of those instant heaters, so I don't have to take a cold shower. And cold showers are overrated, in my opinion. Um, how isolated is it? Well, we're not total isolation, but if you got hurt out here, now that would be an issue, actually.
Now these questions definitely you can ask them, but to me, if I'm the host, you got a lot of questions to ask. Why don't you just either book it or not? Because besides, you can't really tell about the power anyway. It's intermittent, it's
Yeah.
unexpected unless it's planned, which don't really exist here in the Philippines as a planned outage. It's either a hiccup or there's an outage. Also, while we have shower heater, I think the what do you call that on the ground, babe?
Drain hole.
Yeah, the drainer hole I think is clogged.
See, welcome to the jungle. She just now told me that.
Yeah.
So that means you get to stay in his sewage water if it starts coming up, and that's what you're actually doing.
When I had shower yesterday, I take a lot of water when I shower. It started just like it takes time to flush out.
So send her a thing on that one too.
They left a plunger there.
How Filipino of them.
Anyway, so a lot of things that you have to just drop your expectation.
Just don't walk around with nothing. That's the reason I was chopping up coconuts because I start kicking trees and everything else because I'm pissed off because that's our hard-earned money that we're trying to find some comfort. But
But we try to just live it on the positive side because if not, it's just gonna be exhausting
we
anyway.
find stuff to do. Like we've been making content videos of everything around here, like how to run from a bee, stuff like that.
Like now you can go back to the swimming pool because there's no sun anymore and it's not too
Yeah, hold up.
dark
Let me
yet.
see. You might be able to see how close we are. Let me see if it does. It might be too much light, but let's see what we got. Yeah, that glare is just ain't no joke.
Yeah,
It
it's
ain't gonna
so
show
bright.
it. But there is literally a beach there. Something with this camera and that light.
It's that
Uh,
glare,
yeah,
that
it's just not
brightness.
gonna show up. It's just got too much of a glare. But the rooms, obviously, this ain't your house, so the rooms are very simple. But the bed was comfortable. So
The pillow can be improved.
yeah, the pellets could be improved. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I got 10 stacked up, and they feel like one.
He used all the pillows last night. I had to use my elbow.
If don't be sending no messages or whatever, trying to
we
give her sympathy, she over exaggerates.
we were
There's
gonna bring
coconuts out there. She can go get her coconut and lay her head against it.
we were gonna bring our own pillow, but we didn't have enough space in our sedan car.
Yeah, so we actually learned how to strap everything to the roof. And I'm
Now that we
surprised we
have
made it.
that, then next time we can bring our own pillow.
Yeah, you learn, you improvise here because the law don't care. Okay, they wouldn't care if you had a human strapped to the roof.
Even the guy at Domino's, he said, "Weren't you caught by traffic officer about your things on top of the car?" I said, "No, so far we were good." The
Why would they
mango,
care?
apparently,
We got that.
maybe he thinks it
Well, just
Philippine
sitting up
something.
there. It's strapped down, like
Yeah, it is
strapped down. We got
access.
ratchet
Yeah,
straps, but
access
yeah,
strap,
we
safety
spent
strap.
money just to do that.
But what else do we have?
So really, it says the final message. So if you want to read that, and
The Philippines is beautiful, but island life is very different from vacation life. And the longer you stay somewhere, the more the small details matter. So hopefully this video helps you guys make smarter decisions before booking your next Airbnb in the Philippines, because sometimes paradise comes with a surprise, and it does. I
yeah,
guess that's what traveling means, is adventure, exploration, and surprises, you
yeah.
know?
I mean, that's the whole point. We got memories, we got content, we got pictures. Those things can. It's the real world type of thing.
I guess you can't get everything in one whack, right? One stick.
No,
Like we were in Oslo. Oslo was beautiful. That place we stayed before in
we
Oslo
almost
was
starved. We ate
good.
chicken and rice
At the same time,
almost every single day, but it was
like
unlimited
this
rice,
place,
so you could eat all the rice you wanted.
like this place, it's out of nowhere too.
Yeah,
Because that's the out of nowhere is where people don't really come so far. No humans destroy the place when there's no human there.
yeah,
So is Oslo being here, there's not a lot of people, to destroy the nature. But with
yeah.
that in condition is
But it's nice to be able to sit here at night. We got the front doors open. There's the ocean. Sit here and relax. Now, I might have dengue fever. I don't know. When I was next door eating yesterday, there was a bat attached to the side of my face, and she finally killed it. And there was blood everywhere. And I was like, did that come out of me? Of course, she's a real positive person. No, that didn't come out of you. And where did it come from?
it's a big mosquito, but look, there's a lot of trees. If you could just see the backyard right there, there are old trees, and these are not baby trees, but like, you know,
But they don't
still
have malaria
trees.
here. Who knew?
I think malaria is only in Zamboanga, not Cebu.
Well, now they got
Dengue?
no the Ebola virus or some shit like that out of some other country.
Anyway, so I brought us some mosquito repellent too. Off. If you guys need that, take one with you. It's best to have
And
medicine kit as well, because again, there's nothing in this place. It's
yeah, bring it.
isolated.
Sunscreen, bring it by the gallon.
Uh-huh. Because without sunscreen, you'll burn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hurting, burn
She
your
put a
skin.
paint job on me. I mean, she squeezed it all over me, even
Uh,
in my head.
I so far I haven't noticed clinic or hospitals around here. So take your medicine with you.
Before we got here, we stayed one night at a hotel, so we paid almost 5,000 pesos, which was basically almost $90 or whatever. We didn't have no choice, but they had a bar going across the top thing. I hit my head probably 6 times, and she said, "Oh, remember you have to remember that." All times I didn't remember it, not one time. So it was doing, 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 and I had a hat.
It's metal. It's not wood. It's
No, it's
metal.
metal.
Oh my God.
They made it Philippine standards. Yeah. That's to obviously to repel the invaders. You'd be surprised how that could repel the invaders. You hit your head enough, you're like, hey, you can have this place. So we only stayed one night. Yeah.
Yeah, I got pissed off that I can't stay here
Yeah,
anymore.
I was pissed off. I
We
was like,
before
man, my head, baby, look at my head, look at my head. And she says, oh my goodness, is that whatever? In other words, you're saying I did crack my skull. So yeah.
before we found this place, he found this place. I communicated with the host. before we found this, he found one place in the same compound of that place where he kept
Literally,
hitting
there was
his
the
head
place, and right below it was the other place we were looking for. So you have to walk all the way down a
to
cliff
the very
face to
bottom.
go to the
Yeah.
bottom, right to the ocean edge to go to it. So that means not going down is going to be bad, but that means I got to drag my fat ass all the way back up there just to go get what? A Coke, a bag of chips? I burn off more calories. I just might as well lay there like a walrus and just call it a day, you know? So,
Yeah, and it's on the second floor because it's townhouse. We call it
yeah.
townhouse,
So
but
they
there's
kept the
ground
part that was
next.
cool. They're going to stick you up there where it's like an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So given we have a dog, and if we want to take the dog with us to the beach, we can't even here. We can't take them because they're scared of the steps. Because our dog's never really been out to even
No, they act
just
like they
left
don't know
today.
nothing. They're surprised the sun comes up. They don't know what it is.
They're house dogs.
Yeah, they're house dogs. And but
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 yeah,
like even out here, we like a venture for today. I flew a drone around, and everybody was amazed. It was like they was trying to chase my drone down the street. I was like, "What the hell?" So I flew my drone back to the house, and then this old man come walking up, was totally out of nowhere.
oh that cover that to this content.
I tell him,
So even though you would think that you're always in the house, I preferred locking the doors. He's fine with not locking the doors.
I live in the country. You come through those doors, there's only three people in here, and only two are gonna walk out.
But even the paralegal officer's house have been,
Robbed twice.
yeah, robbed
Well,
twice.
let me put it this way. Okay, I'm not picking at him, but once they robbed his water barrel, and so I guess it must have been full of gold. And the second time, what they take the second time, I can't remember what he said the
He
second.
didn't really say, but he just
Yeah.
said they had second
So now
situation.
he's making it. He put concertina wire around the house. That makes it feel homey. But he does. He's a legal officer out of prison, so I guess it does make it feel homey for him. But I don't know. But
And that old man came here while we were in the meeting.
it
I
took
mean,
him. It's less than 30 foot from the road to here, but it took him a damn 30 minutes to get up here.
he's old, like
He was old.
he's
Yeah.
unfortunately not in the perfect mindset.
Now, obviously, it took them a minute to realize he was missing because by the time he finally made it to the front porch,
He's
here
close
come
to our
this
door.
young girl come running around to come find somebody that they took
Grandpa.
off the chain.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gladly we have coffee, our dog outside. But the elderly said that the dog will just be sitting on the side and she won't bite him. That's not really a good response. So I think we'll have to put Voodoo outside.
yeah.
Because
Well, she
Coffee
looks
looks
anorexic. She
friendly.
says comfy, like it's a guard dog. It's a Aspen, which is a native dog to the Philippines, and it looks like it's got AIDS. So, 'cause
She's friendly dog, even though
yeah,
she
she's a
barks
sweet
with
dog.
strangers. She's very sweet. So you
But
won't
yeah,
believe it. So when you're around, because that old man apparently touched things that are not his. So you don't know when if he's really just touching it or if he's going with the thing.
thing is, he wouldn't know no better. He wouldn't even
Yeah.
know no difference. So it ain't
We
his
wouldn't
fault.
know if our things are still in here otherwise if we're not here. But be aware about your surroundings too.
But he had him a big ass sombrero on. That he was protecting
Yeah.
himself from the sun, but he was an old dude. He was an old cat. I mean, I've got respect for the old dude.
Not
If you
just
made
for
it,
the old dude. As I said, the paralegal officer had two situations
see,
in the
I'm
same
not
place.
being whatever. I'm from the United States. You know how everybody is from the South. We're aggressive. So, everybody stays scared of the white redneck
And
next.
our devices are right in front of the door.
Yeah, I
So
dare them.
so
I dare them.
so when you're in strange, not strange, but isolated place,
Yeah.
don't let your guard down.
Because the police don't work here the same. It's not even like that.
There's not
They're
even
not
a
coming
station
out to
here.
take a report. If you didn't figure out who's got it, then what do you want them to do? They're not going to take fingerprints and they're not going to go knocking doors. So you got to be proactive. So that type of thing. And I'm glad she likes locking the doors. And I see the rationale behind it. But, I don't want to, when I go outside, I have to knock on my own doors to get back in my own house. And that kind of sucks. But I know she's looking out for me. But that's good.
I'm looking out for you and the dogs.
See, there it goes. It ain't me. She's looking out for the dog. I should have figured. I try to give her too much credit sometimes until where it goes. But
Anyway, so that's the content for today. What it's really like renting Airbnb in the Philippines.
yeah,
Drop your expectation. That way you're surprised. There's the boat.
yeah, there goes a pump boat. I don't. It looks like he's going fishing. So they'll go out fishing all night long. You know, there's just these little boats. There ain't no United States Coast Guard approval on them things. If they start to sink, they're going to the bottom. So you and they don't even wear life jackets. So that's the way they roll around here. But this is what it's like for us as work from home freight dispatchers. So tell them the rest of it, baby. She's the closer.
So, the good, stunning views and warm welcomes and where we're staying at. This is south of Cebu and
She don't know the town. That tells you how bad. It's not even on the map.
somewhere in
We
Ginatilan.
are literally 40 miles between that. What's the name of it again?
Gaisano.
Gasano, and 40 miles between that one. So if you want
Another
to bring in the
Gaisano.
distance, that's where we're at. It literally says that both ways. It says 40, and I was like, how did we hit perfectly in the middle? Because you can't go behind it because it's a mountain range and there ain't no roads.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But if you have question aside from working from home, how to actually work from home, what are the equipment, I'm undergrad. I'm a single mom. I'm a customer service experienced, all that, whatever else. Feel free to reach out. Send us a message by going to truckdrivernation.com website. At the homepage, look for the QR codes, scan the Telegram QR, and that will take you to George's
you'll get directly home.
Telegram. Or if you feel like joining the Wednesday webinar, same way, you can send that to Telegram or to 210-343-1118 or send us an email to support@truckdrivernation.com. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. How bold can
That's
I say
our
that?
work hours. But the thing is, it's night for us, so we're there. We're definitely there. But if you really want to work from home to make good money, we help you from A to Z. It's all inclusive type of program. Or if you want to go to work for us, if you're actually already skilled, I offer you a scenario because I have my own business strategy. It's either a yes or no. I don't hesitate about it. This is what we have to offer. Outsourcing, we try to focus on outsourcing so you don't have to do the work. You can obviously use outsourced help as long as you understand how freight dispatching works. If you want to work for a carrier, then we'll obviously take your resume, submit it to the carriers because we have a staffing agency as well. But that being said, I think that's about it. What else you got, bro?
That's all I have. And these are the men looking out for the house.
Oh, she said she ain't putting it in English. She's saying these two dudes are out here scoping the house out. They can scope all they want. They are. They're looking at the damn house. So if they want to scope, I brought three machetes that are user friendly. So
And the what?
and what?
And the what?
Uh, I got a pistol, but it's a gas BB gun. They're made out of porcelain BBs. Yeah, it would hurt like hell. You'd have to shoot them in the eye. But thing is, I'm good enough. I could do that. That's what sucks. I'd hate to because I'm real calm about it. I've come from a hostile environment, anyways. But anyways, that being said, we sure appreciate your time. Maria is the one you're looking for. My name is George. Remember, George of the Jungle. Truck Driver Nation is the site that you're looking for, and we hope to hear from you. But anyways, like or subscribe if you like this content. If you got questions, please send it in. Any type of suggestions, things that you would like to know about the Philippines, and would obviously like to help you out so you'd understand.
Thanks for your time. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.
Bye bye.